Buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches, allí donde estén en este momento. Mi nombre es Daniel Oil y tengo aquí la alegría de estar acompañado por el doctor Stephen Gilligan y tenemos la esperanza de que él nos cuente un poco acerca de C.I.M.A en Creative Mind. Hi, Steve.
Hey, Dan. Hi.
Thank you for coming to our conversation.
My pleasure. My
So,
pleasure.
so I would like you to tell people about C.I.M.A, about C.I.M.A's mission, about C.I.M.A's vision, how it emerged. So,
Well, I have been doing my professional work and personal work for over 50 years. Never thought I'd say that. It has gone through different versions, partly because of COVID and all the related sort of cataclysmic eruptions that began about 5 years ago. I realized that the work had to deepen and broaden in different ways, particularly to address how many of the problems that we're currently facing have to do with the disconnection or dissociation from the human mind, from nature, from spirit, from community, and so forth. So C.I.M.A is a way to try to reunite human consciousness, particularly when it's working on things with something much, much deeper.
and what's the meaning of C.I.M.A? I understand it's an acronym.
C.I.M.A is a community for integral mind and action. So this is not something, we see for our current problems, the idea of the old superhero, somebody who's coming down to save us, is not really viable. It's now part of the problem. So we emphasize sustainable creativity as always part of a community base. Each person has to really step forward in an awakened way, but it requires multiple people in community. Integral means that there are these different types of consciousness, what we might call non-religious spirit, the consciousness and wisdom of nature and all the nonverbal intelligence, and then the intelligence of the virtual verbal mind. And when all of these are in a coherent space, that's integral. So we're looking to see how we can think and feel and experience in that integral way. And then, just as important, if not more, take action in the world from that way where we're not creating shadows or have too limited an understanding of things.
Yeah, I think we are echoing Thich Nhat Hanh's idea of the next Buddha not coming as an individual, but really as a community. As a
I agree. I agree.
Yeah. And it was during the pandemic that this new, let's say, a generation of your work emerged. And I had the privilege of really accompanying you along the whole process. So I would like you to tell us a little bit about this.
Well, first of all, I just want to say about Dan. Dan has been on the journey with me for, I don't know, a long, long time, many, many years. He is not only a student, but he's a teacher, he's a developer, he's a dear friend of mine. So when we talk about creative mind, it's not just me, but it's also including people like Dan Oil. And we've developed this training for how to help people learn in a coherent way that they can use personally and professionally, how to be able to move from the limitations of a disconnected mind to the generative benefits of having a mind and an action that is part of everything all at once. So I've been doing these trainings. We now have C.I.M.A as a way to organize it. That is my primary professional organization now, of which Dan is a trainer, that we will do all that. And it's an amazing training. I think all of us were sort of surprised beyond our greatest expectations about how it would touch people, how it would bring people together. So this is the movement of it into Spanish language.
Thank you, Stephen.
And again, I just want to say, there's nobody that I would recommend more highly than Dan. So it's just really a great gift and luck that he speaks Spanish in his mother tongue about all this work with you. And I'm there, part of the support team, and will make my presence known, but you're in really great hands with Dan.
Thank you, Stephen. We hope to maybe have you sometime popping up and saying hi, and
Yeah,
maybe
that's right.
answering
Yeah.
some questions from the participants.
That's right.
Thank you so much for your time.